DC, you done messed up. Alright, so listen everybody, I did not want to believe what the critics were saying. There was no way that Batman vs. Superman could be a bad movie. You're going to get a ton of spoilers on this one. Now, okay, I'll tell you what, man. When I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score of like 40 or whatever it was, 30s, I was like, no way, not Batman, not Superman. They couldn't do this. No. Well, guess what, DC? You done messed it up. You done messed it up for every comic book fan. You done messed it up for people who are way older than me that have been waiting 20, 30 years for some crap like this to happen. And you really have upset my wife. But anyways, listen. Rotten Tomatoes, in my opinion, from like 5 years I've been watching them, or their website, they've pretty much never been wrong. And that's why I was really scared, man. Because Rotten Tomatoes and me, something about it, I don't know why, man. We are always like spot on. Even if I like watch the movie and then Rotten Tomatoes comes out, me and them critics, man, we're on point. Like we know, we share a bond, you know what I'm saying? I cannot believe this movie. Again, spoilers, okay? Definitely tons of spoilers in this. Dude, there was so many good things and there was so many more bad things about this movie. Let's just start off with the acting, okay? I want to say, we'll start off with the good, okay? The acting was phenomenal. Top notch from Batman and Superman. I mean, top notch, man. Like, I absolutely love the new Batman. I can't think of his name. He's super famous. He played in Argo. But, man, like, I did not think that he was going to be a good Batman. I was super scared. I was worried. I didn't ever think that they could replace Christian Bale. But, man, he did a phenomenal job. Now, Superman. Superman was top notch as well, man. I really enjoyed him. I felt like, man, he is Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks the part. He's tall. I mean, he's pretty swole. He's got great acting. He doesn't come off as, you know, a nerd. And he also doesn't come off as, you know, full of himself or anything. I mean, I just felt like throughout the whole movie, both of these guys are just awesome, man. The casting was phenomenal. Lex Luthor was straight booty hole. Okay, I really did not like Lex Luthor, man. I really did not like Lex Luthor one bit. And, man, it was just so disappointing. It was unbelievably disappointing. And I can't think of his name. His last name was like Heisenberg or some shit. He was really good actor in, like, comical things. Like, I can't really think of the movies, but, you know, he's a comedian guy. I really don't like him playing this bad guy, serious villain, kind of crazy dude. Like, he looks to me like a dweeb, you know what I'm saying? And I did not like him, didn't appreciate the acting. I don't know who in the hell would pick this guy to make a movie. Seriously, who casted this guy? Oh my God, he was terrible, man. He was terrible. Like, in the most cringe times when he's supposed to be and evil and shit, man, I was just sitting there like, God, he was so bad, man. Like, it reminds me of Spider-Man's Venom, you know, in Amazing Spider-Man 3. And, you know, we had, was it Toby? No, not Toby. I can't think of the guy's name. From the 70s show, he was fucking trash, right? Because you already know this guy. In your mind, he is a funny guy. Listen, I'm not going to say that you can't find somebody famous to play a part. All I'm saying is, you know, it's really hard for me to get, you know, certain people's image out of my mind. There is some people who can do it, like in Breaking Bad, you know, the main dude, Heisenberg. He was in Malcolm in the Middle, and, you know, he switched over and he was phenomenal. But it's very rare, okay, guys? Listen, he's in this certain genre. Probably should keep him in that genre. Don't test him out. Listen, you guys should have let me review your movie for you. I would have watched him. I would have seen them on cast and be like, yo, this guy sucks. Like, seriously, why would you pick this guy? He honestly ruined the whole movie for me. He wasn't the only reason. Okay, this is supposed to be the goods, isn't it? Wonder Woman, phenomenal. Loved her suit. Loved her attitude. She was gorgeous, man. You know, she was tall. She was everything about her costume when she was, you know, like up there with her sword, and her moves were sweet. I loved how she was like, dude. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but if you've seen the movie, you'll know. She like flashes forward into the enemy. Like, that was phenomenal, man. The fighting scenes with her, top notch, man. Really, really liked her a lot. But I think the biggest problem this movie had was there was just too much talking, man. Listen, are you serious right now? Are you just going to keep talking and talking and talking? Let's just talk some more. Let's just talk for 2 hours. You just talk. At some point, you got to get on with it, man. You cannot just keep talking. Like, I want to see some action. What is this movie called, guys? Okay, it's called Batman versus Superman. Versus, okay? I want to see battle. Give me some story. Of course, I need story, guys. I need 30 minutes if you really want to push it, 45 minutes of talking somewhere in their story. But I need battles. I need non-stop battles. Okay, so let's just talk about the battles. I feel like the battles were actually really good between the two. There were just so few, though. I mean, what was it, like 2 of them, I think? And, and not really. It might have just been the big one at the end. But Superman, man, I felt he was awesome, man. Like, I've never liked Superman. I don't even really like DC, to be honest with you. But I felt like Superman in this movie was awesome, man. He was cool. Like, his eyes were super red. And, like, the CGI was phenomenal when it would, like, spread across his eyes. And his whole face started, not his whole face, but, like, a lot of it started turning red. And he just, like, he looked badass, man. And I was like, whoa, holy crap. I've never seen DC look so cool, man. Because I came into this unbiased, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a Marvel guy in Image. But I said, you know what? I'm just going to watch this unbiased, come into it. And I had, low expectation. Yep, DC messed that up. And, man, like, oh, it's just so frustrating, man. They obviously had a huge budget. And, the director was straight trash, man. Like, Batman was killing it. Superman was killing it, man. The actors were killing it. But they just gave him this garbage-ass story, man. The beginning of the movie, I actually really liked, man. A lot of people do not like it, but I enjoyed it so much. Like, the way Batman's coming up around with all these bats and, the credits and shit. And it's showing him fall through, like, this well into the darkness of bats. I thought that was awesome, man. And I was excited. I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is going to be a great movie, man. And then, they reenact shortly where they killed the father and mother. Okay, that was cool, man. I thought it was all good. Then they were talking. The story was super believable. I really enjoyed Batman and Superman. The way they were, like, talking to each other, nonchalant. I'm not really sure if each other knew who each other was at the time, like their secret identities, but they more than likely did. But I felt like it was awesome in that mansion, man, where Batman goes down there and Superman's listening to him and Wonder Woman's there, who we had no idea it was at the time. And I felt like that was phenomenal, man. Like, I really was loving the story. Like, this is like, 45 minutes in? It was great, man. I really, really thought, okay, this is awesome. Let's get into the fight. So another 20 minutes comes along or whatever. And I'm like, okay, man, hey, look. I didn't look at my clock, but I knew internally we're probably about an hour and 15 in. You should probably get some fight scenes in, man. And we had a little bit of fighting. Like, Batman would beat up some dudes, which was really badass. Okay, but I really just want to focus on the Batman versus Superman. So you could argue, we got to go with the comics. We got to, get to the Justice League, which is the end goal, I suppose. And I understand that. I feel that. But at the same time, listen, I don't think this needed to be a 2.5-hour movie. Honestly, it did not. This could have been an hour and 45 and maybe 2 hours, but that's probably pushing it. This, if you would have taken out just a shitload of talking and a lot of story, this would have been a fucking awesome movie. But they didn't do that. They just kept talking and 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 talking. And, and Doomsday was cool. I liked it. But see, that was like the 2-hour mark. By then, I was already so bored. And I think my bud was bored. Marty, check out his review later. And my wife was on the other side. And, we were just so damn bored, man. By that point, even though you show me something cool, you don't even really care about the movie anymore. You're just thinking like, I can't believe I paid for this right now. And man, like, wow, they messed up this movie so freaking bad. Okay, let's talk about the ending of the movie, right? I thought the death of Superman was pretty cool. I really liked, the CGI. I have to give credit. Whoever made the CGI, they were awesome. It never looked fake to me. Nothing. The explosions, the battle scenes, the wounds, like, really great details. That Marvel, you guys can learn from whoever's doing it at DC. They did a freaking top job on it. Even though there were so many good things, I just can't get over the villain being so crappy. He was so bad. He was so cheesy. He was so corny. And you could tell, like, he was trying so hard, man. But he just does not look the part, right? It's like me being, like the buff guy. I'm not buff, you know what I'm saying? I don't look like that. And he doesn't look like the character he's supposed to. I'm not saying he's supposed to be buff for this character. He's not by any means. But I'm just giving you an example. On film, and everybody I talk to, they agree. He just doesn't fit the part, man. He is not a good actor in a serious way or an evil villain kind of way. He is freaking garbage. His hair was ridiculous. He had this long hair, and it was just, God, it was so stupid. He looked so dumb. So overall, guys, there was a crap load of good stuff. I loved Wonder Woman. I loved all the acting by everybody. I would love Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman to all stay. They were freaking incredible. But the story was terrible. The directing was terrible. The direction was garbage because they just kept talking and talking and talking. And I'm going to have to give it a 6 out of 10. Would I recommend this? Yeah, just get it out the way. Just get it out the way because the ending is really cool. They're leading towards the Justice League, which they never showed you in the movie. They just showed the 3 characters. They just hinted to you, but I would definitely say watch it because you need to know what happens for the next movie that's going to be coming. But don't expect a lot because this movie is not good. It's not good. It's okay. It's like if you're super bored and you're on an airplane and you wanted to watch something and this would be that movie. So everybody, I hope you don't think I'm too crazy. Hope you appreciate it. Hope you like this. Make sure to subscribe, and I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you hate me, you can give me a thumbs down, and I will give you a middle finger. So until next time, everybody, peace out. What'd you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments. Later.